press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Dear students, in the previous class we have seen the principal solution of a trigonometric equation. In the today's class we will discuss the general solution. So as I have already told you, the solution which is not restricted to any particular rotation is called general solution. We have basically three trigonometric functions: sine, cos and tan, and the remaining functions can be converted into their parent function. So we can frame the general solution for three basic functions. Under that, the first one is general solution is shortly denoted by, precisely denoted by GS. GS of sin theta is equal to K under the condition -1 is less than or equal to K is less than or equal to 1. It means that the value of K must lie in the closed interval from -1 to +1. It must not be greater than 1. If it is greater than 1, then the solution does not exist. It should not be less than -1, means in that case also the solution does not exist. The solution exists only when this value must lie in the closed interval from -1 to +1. So for this you have the general solution is theta is equal to n pi plus -1 whole power n into alpha. N belongs to Z. I will explain what is alpha. That is called principal value. How alpha can be taken, I will explain later. Second one is GS of cos theta is equal to K. In this case also the condition is -1 is less than or equal to K is less than or equal to 1. Then GS is given by 2n pi plus or minus alpha. N belongs to Z. And third function is tan theta. GS of tan theta is equal to K. So here K means, in the case of tan function, it can take any value. It has infinite range. That is -infinity is less than, K is less than infinity. Or you can also say that K belongs to the set of real numbers. In this case the GS is theta is equal to n pi plus alpha. N belongs to Z. Okay, where alpha is the principal value. Alpha is the principal value. So what is this principal value? Let us say a trigonometric function is positive in two quadrants and negative in two quadrants. Suppose if it is positive, then no doubt we can take the principal value only from the first quadrant. Suppose sin theta, it is positive in first quadrant as well as also in second quadrant. Cos theta, it is positive in first quadrant as well as also in fourth quadrant. Tan theta, it is positive in first quadrant as well as also in third quadrant. Among those two possible values, we consider only one value. So that value is called principal value. When K is positive in all the cases, when K is positive in all the cases, then the principal value is taken from the first quadrant, that is table value. But the different cases arise when k is negative. When k is negative in the case of sin theta, when k is negative in the case of sin theta, in first quadrant it is positive, in second quadrant also it is positive, in third quadrant it is negative, in fourth quadrant it is negative. So you can take either the fourth quadrant value or the third quadrant value. I will explain once again. But in the case of cos theta is negative in second quadrant and negative in third quadrant. You have to consider the principal value from the second quadrant. So here also for tan theta also you have to consider the principal value from second quadrant. Okay. Now let us see the rules for taking the principal value. Rules for taking alpha. Rules for taking alpha. First rule, in the case of all trigonometric functions if k is positive, then alpha is equal to, if k is positive, then alpha is equal to table value. Second rule, in the case of sin theta, if k is negative, then alpha is equal to pi plus table value, because the sin theta is negative in third quadrant as well as also it is negative in fourth quadrant. The quadrant which comes first must be taken for the principal value. So that is the third quadrant value is the principal value. So that can be taken as alpha. In the case of cos theta and tan theta, if k is negative, then alpha is equal to pi minus table value. For cos theta is negative in second quadrant as well as also in third quadrant. Which quadrant comes first? Second quadrant. That must be taken for the principal value. Similarly, tan theta is negative in second quadrant as well as also in fourth quadrant. Which quadrant comes first? Second quadrant. Thus, that must be taken for principal value. Okay. So, in the case of all trigonometric functions, if k is positive, then nothing to worry, alpha is equal to table value. In the case of sin theta, if k is negative, then alpha is equal to pi plus table value. In the case of tan theta, if k is negative, similarly in the case of cos theta, if k is negative, then the common rule is designed for both cos theta and tan theta. When k is negative, alpha is equal to pi minus table value. That is, you have to take the second quadrant value as the principal value or the value of alpha. Okay. So, I hope you have got this concept clearly. These are the three formula which are used in this general solution. and these are the rules for taking the principal value. Now let us take some examples for forming the general solution. Find the GS of the following. Okay, under that, first one, sin theta is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, first you have to check, this is the value of k is equal to 1 by 2. Whether it is positive or negative, that should be tested. Clearly it is positive. If it is positive, then alpha is equal to table value. So what is the table value? For what value of theta sin theta becomes 1 by 2? That is 30 degree. That 30 degree in terms of radian is taken as pi by 6. So what is the formula for GS? N pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha. So theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into what is alpha? Pi by 6. N belongs to Z. Okay. If you put n is equal to 0, then you get 30 degree. If you put n is equal to 1, pi minus pi by 6, that is 5 pi by 6, which is second quadrant value. If you put n is equal to 2 pi plus pi by 6, 13 pi by 6 is the first quadrant second rotation. So like this, if you go on putting different values for n, you will get the different values for theta. So that is not restricted to any particular rotation. If you put n is equal to 10, then also you will get the solution, because here n belongs to Z, that is n is an integer. Okay. Next, let us take some different question, one different question. Sin 2x is equal to 1 by root 2. Again, 1 by root 2 is possible when the angle is pi by 4. That is positive. So alpha is equal to pi by 4. What is the formula for general solution? Theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha. But in place of theta, you have 2x. ನೋಡಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್, ಥೀಟಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಥೀಟಾ, 2x ಇದ್ದರೆ 2x. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಆ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 2x, ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ 2x. 2x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into what is alpha? Pi by 4. So what is x? N pi by 2 plus minus 1 whole power n into pi by 4 by 2, that becomes pi by 8. N belongs to Z. Okay, like this. Similarly, let us take, just I am giving you some examples for it. These are not your textbook problems, or you can also take, no problem. Cos 5 theta is equal to 1 by 2. This is 1 by 2, positive. If it is positive in the case of all trigonometric functions, directly take alpha from the table value. So cos is 1 by 2 when angle is 60 degree, means pi by 3. Cos 60 degree is equal to 1 by 2. Form the solution. What is the solution? Theta is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. But in place of theta you have phi theta here. Phi theta is equal to 2n pi plus or minus, what is alpha? Pi by 3. So divide by 5. What is theta? 2n pi by 5 plus or minus pi by 15. N belongs to Z. Okay. Next. Cos 3x is equal to 1. The value of cos function is 1 when the angle is 0. That itself is the value of alpha. So what is alpha? 0 degree. Form the GS. Theta is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. Theta place again ide nodri illi 3x ide. 3x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha is 0. No need to take it in next step. X is equal to 2n pi by 3. N belongs to Z. Okay. Next is let us frame the equation in different manner. 2 cos theta minus root 3 is equal to 0. Yes. 2 cos theta is equal to root 3. Cos theta is equal to root 3 by 2. So alpha is pi by 6. So theta is equal to 2n pi plus or minus, what is alpha? Pi by 6. In place of theta, here we have theta only. N belongs to Z. This is the required solution. Next is let us go for tan function. Tan x is equal to 1. The value of tan function is 1 when the angle is 45 degree. 45 degree means pi by 4. So what is alpha? Pi by 4. X is equal to, or let us write the formula first, n pi plus alpha. In place of theta you have x, n pi plus, what is alpha? Pi by 4. N belongs to Z. Okay. Now let us take one more problem. Tan 2 theta is equal to root 3. So again, what is alpha? Alpha is equal to 60 degree, means pi by 3. Alpha is equal to 60 degree, means pi by 3. Write the general solution formula for it. N pi plus alpha, but in place of theta you have 2 theta. 2 theta is equal to n pi plus, what is alpha? Pi by 3. Therefore, theta is equal to n pi by 2 plus pi by 6. N belongs to Z. Okay. Now let us take one more function, one more equation. Tan x or tan 5x minus root 3 tan 5x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now this is root 3 tan 5x is equal to 1. Tan 5x is equal to 1 by root 3. Tan 5x is equal to 1 by root 3. So what is alpha? Pi by 6. Frame the equation solution. Theta is equal to n pi plus alpha. So in place of theta you have 5x is equal to n pi plus what is alpha? Pi by 6. But you must get the value for x. So to get the value for x you have to divide by 5. Therefore x is equal to n pi by 5 plus pi by 30. N belongs to z. Now let us take some reciprocal functions. How the solution of the reciprocal functions is carried out. Okay. Cosecant x minus 2 is equal to 0. That is cosecant x is equal to 2. We do not have the formula for cosecant x. So convert it in terms of sin x, or you can use the same formula. Sin x convert ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ 1 by 2. So what is alpha? Pi by 6. So x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into what is alpha? Pi by 6. N belongs to z. Okay. Next is root 3 secant x minus 2 is equal to 0. That is root 3 secant x is equal to 2. Secant x is equal to 2 by root 3. So cos x is equal to root 3 by 2. Alpha is equal to pi by 6. And now x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus what is alpha? Pi by 6. N belongs to z. So this is solution. Now let us take the example of cot function. Cot x minus root 3 is equal to 0. Cot x is equal to root 3. Convert it in terms of tan. Tan x is equal to 1 by root 3. So 1 by root 3 is possible when alpha is equal to 30 degree. So x is equal to n pi plus alpha is pi by 6. ನೋಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನಿನ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಮೂರನೇ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೆಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಕಾಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಎರಡನೇ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೆಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಸೈನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೆಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದ್ಯಾವುದೋ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಸೈನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೈನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನಿನ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನೇ ಬರೆದು ಆಲ್ಫಾ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಕಾಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಾಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನಿನ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರದೆ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನಿನ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರದೆ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಸೈನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನಿನ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನು? ಎನ್ ಪೈ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಹೋಲ್ ಪವರ್ ಎನ್ ಇಂಟು ಆಲ್ಫಾ. ಎನ್ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ಝೆಡ್. ಕಾಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನಿನ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನು? ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಅಥವಾ ಥೀಟಾ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2n ಪೈ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ. ಎನ್ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ಝೆಡ್. tan function in a formula ಏನು theta is equal to n pi plus alpha, n pi plus alpha. Okay. Now let us take the negative values. ನೋಡಿ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಈಗ ಮಾಡಿಸಿರೋದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಇದೇ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನೋಡಿ ಸೈನ್ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ರೂಲನ್ನು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಏನು ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಪೈ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಸು ಮತ್ತು ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಗ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಏನು ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಪೈ ಮೈನಸ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ರೂಲ್. Now let us take two sin 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. 2 sin 3x is equal to minus 1. Sin 3x is equal to minus 1 by 2. So what is alpha? ನೋಡಿ ಕೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ, ಪೈ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಪೈ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, 1 by 2 is possible when angle is 30 degree, means pi by 6. So what is alpha, 5 pi by 6. What is in place of theta you have 3x. So get the the solution for 3x. 3x is equal to, or you can write the formula once, n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha. In place of theta you have 3x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into what is alpha, 5 pi by 6. X is equal to n pi by 3 plus minus 1 whole power n, 5 pi by 18. N belongs to Z. ನೋಡಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಪೈ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಟೇಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೈನ್ 2x ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1 is equal to 0. Sin 2x is equal to minus 1. Again k is negative. So how alpha is taken? Pi plus table value. ಯಾವ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಗೆ ಸೈನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ 1 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಅಲ್ಲ 1 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಟೇಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಈಸ್ ಪೈ ಬೈ 2. Pi plus pi by 2 is 3 pi by 2. Get the solution for 2x. 2x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into what is alpha, 3 pi by 2. So x is equal to n pi by 2 plus minus 1 whole power n into 3 pi by 4. So you are dividing by 2, getting the solution for x, you have to divide the complete equation by 2. Next, let us take one more question. root 3 cosecant 5 theta plus 2 is equal to 0. Root 3 cosecant 5 theta is equal to minus 2. Cosecant 5 theta is equal to minus 2 by root 3. So what is sin 5 theta? Sin 5 theta is minus root 3 by 2. Sin 5 theta is minus root 3 by 2. So sin is negative. So what is alpha? Pi plus, what is stable value? For 60 degree the value of sin function becomes root 3 by 2. So 60 degree means pi by 3. Pi plus pi by 3 becomes 4 pi by 3. So frame the solution. For phi theta you have to frame the solution. Phi theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into what is alpha? 4 pi by 3. You have to divide by 5. Theta is equal to n pi by 5 plus minus 1 whole power n into 4 pi by 15. N belongs to Z. Next. Two cos 5x plus 1 is equal to 0. 2 cos 5x is equal to minus 1. Cos 5x is equal to minus 1 by 2. Cos is negative. So go for the third rule where alpha is taken as the value of the second quadrant, that is pi minus stable value. So what is alpha? Pi minus stable value is pi by 3. That gives you 2 pi by 3. So get the solution. 5x is equal to 2n pi. Nodri cos bantu formula change ಆಯಿತು. 2n pi plus or minus alpha. ನೋಡಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಬರೋದು ಕಾಸಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೈನು ಮತ್ತು ಟ್ಯಾನಿಗೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ? 2 pi by 3. You have to divide by 5. X is equal to 2n pi by 5 plus or minus 2 pi by 15. N belongs to Z. Okay. Next. Two cos theta plus root 3 is equal to 0. 2 cos theta is equal to minus root 3. So cos theta becomes minus root 3 by 2. Cos theta becomes minus root 3 by 2. Means again it is negative. You have to take the value of alpha from the second quadrant. So what is alpha? Pi minus table value means pi by 6. So what is alpha? 5 pi by 6. Theta is equal to 2n pi plus or minus what is alpha? 5 pi by 6. N belongs to Z. Okay. Now let us take some more problems, because we have not come across tan function so far when k is negative. us take secant. Secant 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Secant 2x is equal to minus 1. Again, k is negative. So, convert it in terms of cos. Cos 2x is equal to minus 1. So, how alpha is taken? Alpha is equal to pi minus table value. The value of cos function is 1 when the angle is 0 degree. Cos 0 is 1, pi minus 0, which is equal to pi. Therefore, you have to form the general solution for 2x. 2x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha is pi. So, divide by 2, x is equal to n pi plus or minus pi by 2, n belongs to z. N belongs to z. Okay. Now, let us take tan function. Tan theta plus 1 is equal to 0. Get the expression for tan theta. Tan theta is equal to minus 1. Tan theta is equal to minus 1. So, what is alpha? Tan is negative. Again, apply the third rule where alpha is taken as pi minus stable value when k is negative. So, pi minus, what is stable value? The value of tan function is 1 when the angle is pi by 4. Pi minus pi by 4 becomes 3 pi by 4. Get the solution for theta. N pi plus alpha. Alpha means 3 pi by 4. N belongs to z. Tan 2x plus root 3 is equal to 0. Tan 2x is equal to minus root 3. So, what is alpha? Pi minus pi by 3, which is equal to 2 pi by 3. So, get the solution for 2x now. 2x is equal to n pi plus alpha 2 pi by 3. So, x is equal to n pi by 2 plus 2 cancel agutte pi by 3. N belongs to z. Okay. Next. 20th. Cot 5x plus root 3 is equal to 0. Cot 5x is equal to minus root 3. Convert it in terms of tan. Tan 5x is equal to minus 1 by root 3. Yes, tan 5x is equal to minus 1 by root 3. So, what is alpha? Pi minus table value means pi by 6, which is equal to 5 pi by 6. So, 5x is equal to n pi plus alpha is 5 pi by 6. Therefore, x is equal to n pi by 5 plus 5 cancel, pi by 6, n belongs to z. So this is the required solution. Okay. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟು ನಾನು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಈಗ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಜನರಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಬ್ರೀಫಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ದ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಎನಿ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ರೊಟೇಷನ್. ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ದ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೊಟೇಷನ್, ಅಂದರೆ 0 ಡಿಗ್ರಿಯಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು 360 ಡಿಗ್ರಿವರೆಗೂ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. 2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಕೋಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಕೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 1 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಕೆಲವು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟು ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಸೈನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ 2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆದರೆ ವೈ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದೇ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಕಾಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನು ವೈ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ 2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ 2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆದರೆ ವೈ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದೇ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನಲ್ಲಿ? ಸೈನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ 2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ, ಕಾಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನು ವೈ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ 2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಕಾಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನು ಸೈನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನು ಸೈನ್ 91 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, 270 - 1 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ, ವೈ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ. ಕಾಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ 2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು. ಸೈನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. 0 ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೋತೀರಿ ನೀವು? ಸೈನ್ 0ನೂ ಕೂಡ 0ನೇ, ಸೈನ್ 180ನೂ ಕೂಡ 0ನೇ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ದ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಎನಿ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಸೊ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 3 ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಫಾರ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. One is GS of sin theta is equal to K under the condition -1 is less than or equal to K is less than or equal to 1. You have theta is equal to n pi plus -1 whole power n into alpha, n belongs to Z. GS of cos theta is equal to K under the condition -1 is less than or equal to K is less than or equal to 1. Theta is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha, n belongs to Z. GS of tan theta is equal to K. When K belongs to R you can also take minus infinity is less than ತಗೋಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇನೆ, less than or equal to ತಗೊಳ್ಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Less than K, less than infinity, theta is equal to n pi plus alpha, n belongs to Z. Rules for taking the value of alpha. In the case of all trigonometric functions, if K is positive, then alpha is equal to table value. Second rule, in the case of sin theta, if K is negative, then alpha is equal to pi plus table value. In the case of tan theta and cos theta, if K is negative, then alpha is equal to pi minus table value. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕಲೀರಿ. ಇನ್ನು ನಾಳೆ ದಿವಸ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಬರೋಣ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಗಳನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರೈಸೇಷನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದಿದೆ. ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ನಾವು ನಾಳೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣಂತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.